Before the war, Louis Zamperini was known not as a soldier, but as a runner. Born in 1917 to Italian immigrants in California, he was a wild child who often got into trouble. But when he discovered running, everything changed. By the time he was 19, he was representing the United States in the 1936 Berlin Olympics, running so fast that even Adolf Hitler asked to meet him. When World War II began, Zamperini joined the U.S. Army Air Corps as a bombardier. He was assigned to a B-24 bomber named Superman, flying dangerous missions over the Pacific. The missions were brutal, but he always made it home, until May 27, 1943. That morning, Louis and his crew were sent on a rescue mission in a damaged plane called the Green Hornet. The aircraft was unreliable, but they had no choice. Over the Pacific Ocean, one engine failed, then another. Moments later, the plane crashed into the sea, breaking apart on impact. Of the 11 men aboard, only 3 survived: Louis, pilot Russell Phillips, and tail gunner Francis McNamara. They clung to 2 small rafts, surrounded by nothing but endless ocean. For 47 days, they drifted. Sharks circled them day and night. The sun burned their skin. They caught rainwater in their hands and birds with their bare fingers. When McNamara died after 33 days, Louis and Phillips wrapped him in cloth and buried him at sea. On the 47th day, rescue finally came, but it wasn't American. It was Japanese soldiers. Zamperini and Phillips were captured and sent to a series of brutal prison camps. Louis was beaten, starved, and humiliated daily, especially by a sadistic guard known as the Bird. Despite the pain, he refused to give up his dignity. When Japan surrendered in 1945, Zamperini finally returned home, a living skeleton, but alive. The war had taken everything from him: his health, his peace, his sleep. For years, he suffered from nightmares and anger. But one night, after attending a speech by preacher Billy Graham, Zamperini's life changed again. He forgave his captors, even the Bird. He traveled back to Japan years later to meet some of his guards, not for revenge, but for forgiveness. Louis Zamperini went on to live a long, full life. His story became a best-selling book and later the movie Unbroken. He passed away in 2014 at the age of 97. Until his last day, he spoke about hope, endurance, and faith. "A moment of pain," he once said, "is worth a lifetime of glory." Louis Zamperini proved that a man can be broken in body, but never in spirit. His story remains one of the most powerful examples of courage and forgiveness in American history.